President Uhuru Kenyatta has called on Russian community to invest in Kenya and benefit from the country's strategic location as a gateway into the East and Central Africa. While speaking during a meeting hosted by the Chamber of Commerce of the Russian Federation, the president said the investors can leverage on the opportunities in the economy to deepen their existing trade and economic relations with the East in Africa's trading and investment frontier. Adelaide Changole has more.
I, Uhuru Kenyatta.
President Uhuru Kenyatta inherited an economy that was struggling to regain its footing after being rocked by major upheavals over the last few years. On top of that, investors had been giving the country a wide berth, adopting a wait-and-see approach ahead of the 2013 election. Now the president appears to be pulling all the stops to supplement cash reserves depleted by the tepid inflows from traditional investment markets. And in a break from the past, the president is wooing investment from the world's newly emerging economies of Brazil, Russia, China, and India, famously known as the BRICS. The president, who is on a state visit to Russia, pitched the country's development agenda, highlighting the gaps that exist in the economy that Russian investors can capitalize on. Frequent shortages in fertilizer have had an adverse impact on the country's agricultural sector, stalling efforts to attain food security and ensure adequate food reserves. To this end, President Uhuru called on Russian investors to export high-quality fertilizer to the country.
I'd like to encourage Russian manufacturers and exporters to supply the required high-quality fertilizers that you produce to Kenya in the short term, while also looking going forward at the possibility of a mutually advantageous partnership with us, establishing a plant in Kenya.
And to reduce the current trade balance that currently favors Russia, the president urged Russian traders to import more horticultural products from Kenya. The president's visit comes hot on the heels of investment forums held to showcase Kenya's potential to investors from China, Brazil, and Japan. Next, the president heads to China, where he's also expected to hold similar talks. Adelaide Changole, KTN Prime.